Greetings, everybody. It's me, Renato Tanner. I'm out and about. Yo, it's really beautiful. I'm in the New York area, and it's November 6th. And right now, I forget what time it is, but it's literally like, it's in the 70s, man, which is awesome for this time of year. In November, I'll never forget. Excuse me. It was either 2015 or 2016, where December 25th, Christmas Day, it was 72 degrees in New York City. That was unheard of. That's a record. I think it still stands as we speak. Anyway, well, Trump did it. He won again. So now, I know there are a lot of people who are not happy, and there are some who are. Best wishes to him, his family. Best wishes to Biden and Kamala Harris. They did what they could do over 4 years. They inherited certain things like all presidents do. All administrations do, I should say. But it's what it is. The ultimate reality is, no matter who's in office, if you, I, or anyone does what you need to do for yourselves, it shouldn't stop any progression. You know, I think about how, when you look at how things are done in our nation, civil law is different they differ wherever you go. But in our nation, let's just take our scholastic system. We begin the process either through preschool and kindergarten, and then it's going all the way from 1 to 12. If we do what we're supposed to do during that duration with hardly any mishappenings, we get praised for it, and rightfully so. If we actually retain the information that we've acquired over the time, that's even better. Sometimes that isn't the case. You know, I've always heard this thing, and it's something like they call the power of three. For Christians, it's a very serious thing also, but just in general, overall, the power of three is legit. What we do is we pull in, or we just retain, we receive. It's reception. And in the process of that reception, we acquire things. Storage is number 2. Hopefully we remember what it was that we acquired. And then, of course, transmission. We pass it on the same way we received it. That's the power of three in existence, because that describes consciousness, literally. Overall, there's no getting around it. That is literally consciousness itself. That's why, man, computers, technology is like some of the most serious things that has ever existed. There were people that were able to do it without hardware. They're called psychics. They're called supernatural, superhuman, But most of us are using technology, right? And in the process of all this stuff, like I said, we go through phases where we follow the path that we're supposed to follow. Some of us follow it the way we're supposed to, and some of us don't. I, unfortunately, was one of those people that didn't. And I'm paying for it now in my older years. But the ultimate reality is, when you do things in a specific way, you get praised for it, and you get more out of it and from it. Many people like Trump and a lot of others, yes, they were fortunate, man, where they came from backgrounds where wealth was there. In that sense, they didn't have to struggle financially the way most people have to struggle. It doesn't always make you, but it does. Like, money doesn't take away our problems, but it does make it a whole lot easier to deal with if you had it. Anyway, where I'm going with this is, like I said, those of us that follow the pattern, for us it's education, and then acquiring a good occupation, making a career out of that occupation, doing our 2, 3, some even 4 decades, and then we get a Social Security. We can just sit back and relax for the remainder of our days. You can't hate on people that had things better than we may have had it. It's a hard thing to do, because things do unfortunately just seem to come much easier for some than it does for others. But no matter what the circumstances are, you just have to strive to continue to do the best you can to do the best you can. Listen, it's always going to be the same for me. I spread love if I can. I'll spread hate too, but I try and avoid that. I don't want to go that route because when hate builds past a certain point, it just gets really bad. When love goes to a certain point, it's just really good. Anyway, I'm trying to figure this out. What the heck was I actually saying? I know I was talking about school, and I was talking about how, like, if you go through certain phases and you follow the protocol, you get the blessings at the end of each cycle. And when I say cycle, I mean, like, if we go through the scholastic period and we complete it, some people are fortunate that they do so well in school, they can literally end up acquiring, like, a doctorate at, like, 24. Literally being less than a quarter century in age. You know what I mean? Whereas other people, some of them don't get it until they're in their 40s, 50s, or even 60s. But the ultimate reality is, if we follow what we're supposed to follow, you'll get the blessings, figuratively speaking, that you should get. Really? Did I say that? Because sometimes it doesn't work that way. But in most cases, it does work that way. There's always some that, you know, as the hand, they say, they were just given a raw deal or a bad deal. And some of us have to deal with that. You're not alone. I've had it done to me, and I'm sure many of you have had it done as well. But the ultimate reality is strive to just do the best you can, to be the best you can. And whatever circumstances arise, handle it to the best of your ability, because that's what matters. We can't change things. There are people that will lie to us, man. They call it soothsaying, but the truth of the matter is you can't change certain things. Some things are just going to happen. There is nothing you, I, nor anyone can do to stop it. It's going to happen. Your power, your strength is how you handle it when it does. Because most don't handle it well. And that's where the real problems occur. But anyway, once again, best wishes to Trump. I hope he does a good job. Donald, please, man, please. Don't be the one to make the nuclear holocaust occur, man. I know you like being, you know, you bravo, and you are an egotistical person, but there's nothing wrong with ego as long as it doesn't go past a certain point. But yo, man, you do have what some can classify as the ability to irk some people. You know this already. Please don't be the one to make the nuclear holocaust occur, man. On that note, best wishes, everybody. I wish us all well. Over and out.